Paul, good afternoon. Would you please tell us once again where you come from and which diagnoses you've got?
Okay. I live in London, England, um, and my wife and I have lived there for over 20 years. And we're here for different reasons. I'm here for the treatment of type 2 diabetes and sciatica, while she's here for acute arthritis and a broken femur, which is taking a long time to heal. And so we thought that coming here would be the best way to expedite the healing process and to generally improve our health. And that's why we're back here for the third time.
What kind of changes have you been noticing after visiting us after the first and the second time? And what helped you to make up your mind to come for the third time?
Okay. After doing my research and spending a lot of time, especially with your team in Switzerland, of all the places we could choose from, I wanted to come here as it seemed like the staff seemed better qualified, had a longer time in the area of stem cells, and I felt generally very welcome to come. It was very easy team to work with. Working with my questions, concerns, and my disabilities, especially the sciatica at the time. So I brought my wife the first time. She saw how I was treated. She had some minimal treatments at the time, and we felt after the July 2023 treatment that we felt better. I mean, we felt when we went back to London, generally our health was improving. She felt better, and so did I. I came back on a solo basis in December of last year, basically just for a checkup and a top-up of stem cells. And at that time, we again talked about the possibility of visiting other locations, like your Slovenia locations, for physiotherapy. However, due to complications with my diabetes, we felt that maybe coming back to Belgrade would be the best way of getting a more concentrated stem cell approach. And that's what we did. I said, yes, I want to do this. I know how I'm going to be treated. I know that I can expect improvement. And unfortunately, my wife hurt her leg last year, and the healing process has been extremely slow for her and frustrating. And she agreed that she goes, maybe by coming back, we could speed up the recovery. And I can tell you, I've seen with my own eyes that she's recovering very quickly.
You have already become quite popular on our YouTube page, yeah? So people keep asking to get in touch with you. Have you received some calls or mails, maybe?
Yes. And by the way, I do autographs separately. But yes, I have been contacted by people living in the UK who are considering stem cell treatments. And again, they're very similar to where I was when I first started the process. You're looking at a variety of places. But I told them some of my criteria. It was number one, it's not far from London, which is an easy flight. But two, there's the ethical issue of where do you get the stem cells from, and that was gone over very, very specifically through your team in Switzerland. So there's I had no ethical issues after I heard about the process. And again, a lot of the people who I've spoken to on the phone, I said, that would be a concern, and they were happy to hear that this was done properly and safely, so the cells can be put into our bodies, and there, at least for me, there's been never a negative reaction whatsoever, only a positive result.
Have you got any piece of advice for those considering our clinic to come?
Well, I think, number one, you have to, again, I think they have to do their own research and they should look at the others, just because when they come here, they're going to feel very, very comfortable. Number one, once you arrive, uh, the team treats you royally. Number two, when you get here, from the moment you arrive to the moment you leave, you're looked after. I don't want to say like a king or a queen, but very close. My wife is a very demanding woman, and she's very pleased about her treatment here. And the fact of the matter is she tells all her friends, both in the UK and in Far East Asia, that she's treated well, and which creates other questions. Um, you know, um, why should we come? What's the weather like? What's the people like? And I think the simple question, or simple answer, is just come, because you're treated well. You eat almost too much. You're close to Belgrade, and your good self and others make sure that when you do have free time, that you get into the city, you explore, you meet the Serbian people, and they're delightful to an extreme.
So how are the people? How is the country?
Well, it's nothing like you would see, or it's nothing like we've heard about in the West. For whatever reason, the news in the West will show Serbia as, be careful, and plan your trip carefully and be safe. And I've told people that I've spoken to that I have more concerns going from my home to the airport in London, because once I get into Belgrade, I don't feel any problem. I don't feel crime. There's very little litter. The people are, everyone we've spoken to is nice. They're kind to an extreme, and again, we find the prices to be quite favorable, much more favorable than the UK, Southern Europe. So there's really, I guess I sound like a broken record. There's no reason why you shouldn't come, unless you don't want to get healed. If you want to, but if you want to be healed, and you want to be treated well and comfortably, this is the place. And we just enjoy it, and we've made so many new friends here.
Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you for your
My
time.
pleasure.